Purple just keeps popping off, guys. Purple is getting so damn good, and it's about time. They went 4 sets with nothing at all. Well, maybe a little bit in OPO 1, but as of OPO 4.5, with the release of the 3 captain structure decks, Purple started to get its shine, and of course, OPO 5, we're seeing it in full effect. Purple Luffy absolutely demolishing the meta. Of course, there's other meta decks as well, but I think everybody can agree that Purple Luffy is just absolutely nuts. Well, now, in OPO 6, I know OPO 6 already getting teased, already getting revealed, we have a new Blurple leader. I know, again, another Blurple leader. It's crazy. How many do we have now? But we got another Blurple leader, and in this video, we're going to talk about it. Enter Vinsmoke Reiju, the new Blurple leader in this set that got revealed. 4 life, obviously being dual colored. Well, I shouldn't say obviously because that's not always a thing now. 5,000 power, Vinsmoke family, and Germa 66. Its ability, on your turn, once per turn, when one of your Dawn cards on the field is returned back to your Dawn deck, draw a card. Seems simple enough, seems pretty straightforward, but we all know that anytime you can draw cards in this game, it is very strong. So compared to the Yamato that was teased, I don't think that this one's going to cause as much controversy. Again, I know people were split. Some people thought that the new Yamato to OPO 6 was going to be overpowered. Some people are already worried about it. I think that this leader ability is strong, but I don't think people will be as over the moon about it. Although, like I said, I do think it's strong. Anytime you could draw a card in this game, it's going to be valuable. But with that being said, let's take a look at the character cards because they're also Sanji's siblings. So, of course, Reiju being a leader, Reiju also has a character card, as well as Yanji, Niji, as well as Ichiji. So all of his siblings all have character cards, and let's talk about them. So Yanji, first and foremost, if you have less Dawn than your opponent on the field, this character gets 1,000 power. So it's basically 4 cost, 6,000 power. And obviously, we're Purple, it's going to be really easy for this to be live. I don't see a world where this will be difficult to have. So on top of that, it also has blockers. So I just think it's a great card right off the bat. Then we have to talk about Reiju. So on play, if you have less Dawn on your field than your opponent, and if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. This can lead to some very, very interesting interactions where you could draw 1 off your Reiju leader, but then also potentially draw 2 with your Reiju character card. And I could see this being very powerful in the mid to late game, drawing up to 3 potential cards, 3 potential counters, or 3 cards that you could utilize to try to close out the game yourself. It being 4 cost, 5,000 power, being able to swing, and also has counter. This card is looking good, and you already know, with it being an SR, you already know the alt art is going to be looking fine and probably costs a lot of money. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Purple's eating good. But now let's talk about Niji. So Niji, 5 costs, 6,000 power. On play, if you have less Dawn on your field than your opponent, choose one of the following. 1, you could either choose to KO up to one of your opponent's characters that cost 2 or less. Pretty nice. Always good to have that low cost hate. Or the second ability is return up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less to their owner's hand. So you get the nice mix of blue and purple there, right? So purple being able to KO things by cost, and blue being able to bounce things by cost. So KOing 2 or less, bouncing 4 or less. So it's going to be a nice little thing to control the board here. 6,000 power, 5 costs, nice stat line, body that you could definitely utilize. And again, it has counter. But then we also have to talk about Ichiji, 7 cost, 7,000 power on play. If you have less Dawn on your field than your opponent, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 for this turn, and this character gains Rush. So this will be so damn good. You'll be able to not really have surprise lethals, but anytime that a deck has access to Rush, you always got to think about that. But then just thinking about the various leaders in Purple, right, that really want to have their Dawn be sent back to their Dawn deck. If you look at things like Red Purple Law, I feel like these cards are going to slot in very, very nicely. I also look at a deck like Magellan where some of these cards can also be utilized very, very nicely as well. Now, of course, I do think that Reiju will definitely be able to use all these cards. I mean, come on, they're printing them for this leader. But overall, I feel like adding these new purple cards to the pool of purple cards that we have right now, Purple is just getting better and better. And so I'm curious, what are your thoughts? Overall, I have two questions for you guys. Overall, the first question is, what do you think about Reiju? Are you excited? Are you still more hyped for the yellow-green Yamato that was revealed? Which one do you like better? Let me know in the comment section below. That's the first question. And then secondly, what leaders do you think can utilize these character cards outside of Reiju? Right now, again, I'm thinking Magellan, I'm thinking Red Purple Law, but let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.